Well, hello, this is Seth. Hope you're having a great day today. In this video, I wanted to give you a quick overview of one way to evaluate any new market when you're considering pursuing that area for the purpose of buying vacant land. And whenever I do this, there's actually a lot of different things I look at. But one of those things that just gives you a really good idea of what property values are and what properties are likely to sell for in that area is to look on a website like Zillow. And as you probably know, there are several websites like Zillow in the world. Like there's Redfin, there's Trulia, ForSaleByOwner.com, Realtor.com, LandWatch.com. There's all kinds of websites where you can get this same kind of information. But the reason I like Zillow is because I've found that they serve the most markets, they have the most data, they have the best mapping and filtering functionality that just makes it really, really easy to see exactly what you want in a very user-friendly, easy to understand manner. And it also gives you a lot of contact information for people who can potentially help you. So let's take a look at kind of a random county in the middle of Minnesota called Morrison County. And I'm literally just picking this at random. I have no particular reason for searching this one. It's a county I happen to know of, and it's a rural county. And let's just see what kind of data we can find there. Okay, pull this up and do a search. And when you do this search, this is the kind of thing you're going to initially see. And what you want to do is, first of all, go up here where it says listing type. And we're going to just check the properties that are currently for sale. And then importantly as well, the ones that are recently sold, because this tells us properties that have actually sold for these prices. After that, we're going to go over here to home type. And we're going to just make sure that lots in land are checked. And then we're going to go over here to more, and let's put 45,000 to 500,000. And that's basically the size range between 1 acre and 10 acres, approximately. So now you can see all of these little dots out here are all the properties that have sold. Those are the yellow ones, or the red ones are the ones that are currently listed. And another thing we can do here is go over here and click on where it says cheapest. And that's going to make sure it's just showing us the cheapest properties first. So we can just kind of understand the bottom of the barrel. If we owned a property in this market today, what we could feasibly expect to list it for and maybe even sell it for. And let's just go check out one of these yellow ones and just see, okay, so this is like a 2.73 acre lot. This one sold, I'm actually recording this as of June 5, 2016, and this sold about a month ago for $22,000, and this is 2.73 acres. And it doesn't give me a ton of information beyond that, but it does give me a sale price and a date and the actual size of the property. So that's pretty helpful to know. We can also go check out this yellow one here, another 2.5 acre lot. This one sold for $35,000. And just looking at these ones here that are listed here for a pretty cheap price. This one here is a 1.75 acre lot listed for $5,000. That's pretty cheap. And then there's another one here, 2.78 acres for $7,500. And what exactly is this telling us? Like, why is this even important and helpful to see? Well, it's basically going to give you some kind of an idea for what price range properties are being listed for and sold. So if you did buy, a 1 acre property for $500, this is the approximate sale price you could expect to get for it. And does this tell you anything definitive? No, not really. But what it does do is it gives you some sort of ballpark idea for what you can expect to sell properties for in this general vicinity. And you can just scroll around and look at other properties and just get other ideas for what properties are going for to the north and to the south. And what I like about this particular area is that it's not too far from Minneapolis. And that's typically what we want, is a rural area that's within like a 1 to 2, maybe 3 hour drive from the nearest big city. And that's really what all of this is. Another thing you can keep in mind here is that for any one of these properties, if you click on it, something you're always going to see in these listings is over here to the right, you're going to see some local agents, and especially the listing agent. So this guy right here, this is the listing agent for a vacant lot in this area. It gives us somebody who is familiar with land in that area, and we can give him a call and just ask him questions like, tell me about vacant land sales in this particular county or city or municipality. Is vacant land something that sells quickly these days? Like, is the building market on fire or is it completely dead? What kind of a demand is there for land in this area right now? And you don't necessarily have to do this, but it's just another way to go the extra mile if you're really curious about researching how vacant land is selling. You can just find out, okay, so if this property is listed for $30,000, do you think this is going to sell in a week or 6 months or 5 years? Like, how quickly would land actually sell at that kind of price? And when you have these conversations, they can be really helpful just in educating you about what the vacant land market looks like in this area at this time if you decide to pursue it. Is it going to be an area where it's really easy to sell this land, or is it going to be more of a challenge? And are you going to have to offer all kinds of incentives and really low prices and seller financing just in order to get somebody to be interested in it? Zillow is just a wealth of information. And again, there are several other websites like this out there, but I think Zillow just happens to be the one that at this time anyway, just has the greatest quantity of data and information that's really going to put it all in one place and package it in an easy way for you to work with. And it's all free. So if you're thinking about exploring a new market in terms of buying vacant land there, I think checking out Zillow and just seeing what the numbers look like, what the sales look like, and even having a couple conversations with those realtors in those areas can be really enlightening and just sort of help you understand what's going on there before you really decide to jump into it with both feet. This is all stuff that you're going to have to get familiar with anyway when you actually get into that market and start buying and selling properties. So you might as well do it before you start spending any money, just so you kind of understand what you're working with and what you're walking into. So be sure to check Zillow out, and I wish you all the best as you're moving forward.